Okay, well, this is a little pulse motor made using the drive unit out of a quartz clock movement that it has a drive for the hands, and then it has a drive for the pendulum. And this is what Big Clive took apart and analyzed the circuit for. And that's the little circuit board right there on this particular item that has that very simple coil with a transistor and a couple of capacitors and a resistor, and that's all there is to it. And it made a really neat little pulse motor. I put a super cap on it. It's anywhere from 2.7, about 3 farad. And I did a lot of testing on this, and this is something that I highly recommend the pulse motor guys get one of these quartz clock movement pendulum drive units, and you can get just the drive unit, or you can buy this whole thing here. I wouldn't pay more than $10 for this whole thing. I got the drive unit for about 4 or 5 from China, and you gotta wait for it. But that drive unit right there is much better than the solar waving flower drive unit. It's much better, and it self-starts, and this is what Slider wanted so badly, and me too, was something that when the thing stops, it would go into a self-start mode, and it would start itself, and this one here does. And like I say, this is one of these things that when you're building these motors, if they stop, you want it to be able to start back up again on its own when it gets more power from a solar panel or wherever you're feeding it from. If the power goes dead and it stops, you want it to be able to start up again, and this one does it. And like I say, I highly recommend get one of these quartz clock movements that has the pendulum drive. This is the clock part of it. You don't use that, you use the drive part of it. I'll give the link to Big Clive's video where he analyzes the circuit. But this is one thing I wanted to show here was, if you stop this with a bias on the rotor, and you stop that rotor in the right spot, now the circuit's still running right now. It's still operating. But if you, let me see if I can get this to go a little bit better here. This to stop. If you stop this with a bias, when you take the bias away, the motor will start up automatically when you remove the bias. So you could add somewhere in your project a way to bias that rotor so when it stops, it stops in the right spot, so that when you want it to start up again, it starts up easier. So let me get this to stop again here. If it stops just like that, or if it stops between the magnets, it's harder to start it. So if you have it biased like that, it starts up better. But anyway, this was a neat find. I tried to replicate the circuit. I don't have the right wire. I've sent away for the wire, and the transistor might be critical too. But it's just a center tapped coil. The coils are 900 ohms fine wire. I'm thinking 42 gauge, something like that. And just a few parts, a couple of capacitors, and then a resistor. I will give a link to Big Clive's video where he analyzes that circuit and explains the entire thing. But that is really neat. And for those of us that build these little pulse motors, it was a real find because of the fact that it'll self-start. Thanks for watching.